What's going on, everyone? My name's Dr. P and welcome back today for another Fortnite video. This will be my last upload of 2018. I hope it was a great year for you and I hope 2019 proves to be even better. Now, before we get into this video, I have a special announcement. I need you guys to do me a solid. My good buddy iTanKid is very close to 1 million subscribers. It would mean the world to me if you could go and subscribe to him, juice him up. He's a great Fortnite content creator and I promise you won't be disappointed. I want to help him out get to 1 million subscribers as fast as possible, so go and subscribe to him if you can. I'll link his channel down below. In this video, guys, I want to show you some amazing things that have been going on recently in Fortnite and the castle. I feel like I keep talking about it and I really just keep showing it off because, I mean, for good reason. It keeps melting like 2 times a day. This is the second time it has melted in the last 24 hours and the dragon eggs are now exposed. Well, I don't know if it's a dragon egg per se, but the eggs that we're talking about are underneath Polar Peak and they have been exposed. You can go and see them for yourself in game. We also have more to go over about Kevin and the Disco Ball event. Wow, just so much in this video. Make sure you subscribe and drop a like. Make sure to use my support a creator code for any purchases in game you might have, and make sure to send me a screenshot of proof for a shout out in a future video. So I want to start off by showing you exactly what's happened at the castle. The alleyway, the hallway that previously was able to be barely squeaked into is now pretty much an open area for you to go down, and it's very easy to get to the dragon eggs. If you knock down this place, you can see the eggs right there in the flesh. No longer is it a myth. No longer is it something that you've seen on other people's videos and in other people's gameplays. It's a real concrete thing. Now, you cannot break the eggs. If you try and break them, it stops your pickaxe, and you see what I mean. I've said this in other videos, but I'll say it again. If you cannot break something and it stops your swing, it's something of importance, something that Epic does not want you to destroy because it means something to the storyline, and that right there is pretty much confirmation that the eggs are meaning something important to the story. Just what that is, we're not sure yet. If you get up close and personal with the eggs, you can actually hear the heartbeat of whatever living creature is inside. Now, it also looks like the embryo, the actual thing you can see inside. It looks a lot like a snake, but it looks like it hasn't grown over the past couple of weeks. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not because nobody was supposed to have seen the eggs before this point in time. And for that reason, I think maybe Epic decided to, install the initial stage of the egg and then just leave it there until people were actually officially able to see it. I feel like we might see some growth. I'm curious as to when they're going to hatch because now players can see it. It's not something that people might have made up, something people might have photoshopped, even though there was gameplay, but it just helps to know that the eggs have been fully exposed. And obviously that's a good sign for the future in terms of what's happening, and it might very well be sooner than expected. I mean, just think about the timing and exactly how Epic decided to show the eggs. I mean, they just started to do this kind of rapid melting thing where it's melting at least once a day, sometimes multiple times a day, and they could have chosen to not have that area melt right away, but sure enough, they did. And look at how much area is left to melt. Basically, all of this area to my right now, this huge chunk of ice, it is just going straight downhill. It is melting. This area is going to get bigger and bigger every single day, and more playable area is going to be accessible. So yeah, they chose to let us see the dragon eggs, or sorry, the eggs at this moment in time to kind of get us hyped, to entice us to follow the storyline a bit more. I really, truly believe that. If you actually stand at a perfect angle about where I am in game, you can actually get a glimpse at the other 2 dragon eggs sitting behind the ice. There are a total of 5 eggs under here, and obviously a big question is how they got there, because for there to be an egg, there has to be a parent that actually lays the egg. So hypothetically, if it was a dragon, where was the dragon that laid these eggs? Is it dead? Is it hiding even further under the castle? There are a ton of questions about this, but I do like how they are expediting the process, it seems like, by letting us get on board and see these eggs in-game for ourselves. No longer is it a rumor, no longer is it just something in the game's coding, but it's real, it's concrete, and I couldn't be any more excited about the future of Fortnite right now. So there's actually a new skin right now in the game that just dropped today on New Year's Eve, the final skin of the 2018 item shop in Fortnite. It's actually called DJ Bop. You might recognize right away that it looks a lot like another skin that we have in game, and that skin is DJ Yonder, which of course is a Season 6 Battle Pass skin. This is the female counterpart of that, and I think personally, it looks amazing. It is a little expensive. It is a legendary skin, so just by virtue of that, it costs 2,000 V-Bucks. A little on the pricey side for sure, but I know around this time of year, just shortly after Christmas, a lot of people have more disposable income. Maybe you got gift cards for your console of choice. Maybe you got some money, some hardcore cash. Regardless of what it is, I know a lot of people have more money to spend on the game around this time of year. So if you have some extra cash lying around, I'd recommend copping it. It looks amazing, and I think personally it's one of the better skins in the game. If you do cop though, make sure to go ahead and use my code, PineappleZYT, and it might even help you out if you get a shout out from me, so make sure to go ahead and send me a screenshot proving you're supporting me. So, just in case you haven't seen it, this is the New Year's Day event that's been going on actually 24 different times over the past 24 hours, basically every single hour. This has been happening at the top of the hour, but you can see essentially it's a huge disco ball with a lot of colors, fireworks going off everywhere, and looking at it from above, kind of in a bird's eye angle, you can see just how much it lights up the entire map. Truthfully, it's beautiful, and when it's all said and done, the fireworks spell out 2019 in the air, and then it stops until the next hour. So nonetheless, a really cool event, something I personally got to witness several times, and I sure hope you guys got the chance to do so as well. It's always fun to witness the in-game events like that. However, this may be more than just a simple New Year's celebration. It was actually pointed out by a number of different people on social media, and that's how I personally figured it out, because by first glance you could never realize, but that disco ball has a lot of the same rune symbols that Kevin the Cube did back in Season 5 and Season 6. Guys, is it possible we could see Kevin come back in some way? I mean, I can't think of any other possible explanation as to why this disco ball would have the very same rune symbols as that cube. And I think it's even, emphasized a little more. The importance is even bigger because this disco ball is a part of a live in-game event, much the same way the cube was on multiple occasions. I think it's worth bringing up that this is actually under the castle at Polar Peak. This is actually a bit of one of Kevin's rune sites from way back when. For some reason, this texture, this model, was put underneath Polar Peak, maybe as a symbol of what's to come. A lot of people talked about this very early on in Season 7 when this was first figured out, but they brushed it aside because there wasn't really any other information or evidence or proof, if you will, of anything of Kevin coming back. And I said this a lot. I said, guys, we might see Kevin again in some way. I mean, literally, he is still in the game. If you look at Leaky Lake, or it's, I guess, Loot Lake now again, there are bits and pieces of him, his remains, still in the game, so I figured there would be a good chance somehow, someway, Kevin could come back into the game and still be a part of the storyline, and based on what I'm seeing, it looks like that's very much in play and a great possibility. I wonder if every single thing that's been going on from Season 5 when he was created up until now, even when he's technically gone, has all been leading up to this, and of course the eggs. A lot of information still to find out and so much to talk about. We've got a lot of stuff coming at you in 2019. Guys, I want to thank you personally for your support in 2018. It's been the best year of my life. You guys are helping turn my dream into a reality, and for that I'm forever grateful. Here's to 2019. It's going to be a great year of Fortnite and a great year of coverage of the game, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel and turn on those notifications to get the very best Fortnite news and updates as soon as they happen. Thanks so much for watching, have a great holiday, and I will see you next year.